Good afternoon, everyone. Jonathan Davis here with Davis Autosports. You are looking at a absolutely gorgeous 2015 Mercedes GL63 AMG V8 twin turbo. Perhaps the lowest mileage GL63 in the entire country for this generation. 37,000 miles, one owner. Flawless service history. We'll list all the service records on our website, davisautosports.com. These 63s are very hard to come across. And this thing is in beautiful, beautiful condition inside and out. This GL does have every single option that they offer besides the rear DVD entertainment, which aren't used nowadays too often with iPhones and iPods. We've sold a number of GL 550s and 63s over the years. They're phenomenal, phenomenal SUVs. I'm the owner of Davis Autosports. I get them in often. It's a favorite of my wife to drive while we have them in inventory. And this particular one is absolutely incredible. Mercedes dealer service since day one of ownership. Nothing but Mercedes parts used on it. For example, brand new drilled and slotted rotors, brand new Mercedes rotors. Take a look at the 63 series wheel, beautiful condition. 295/40 21 Continental tires all the way around that were just recently installed like new. You got $5,000 worth of rotors, pads, and tires on this truck. Original windshield. Front park assist, rear park assist, front camera, rear camera. Beautiful wider fender flares. Check out the condition of the wheels here. No curb rashing. Absolutely perfect. Look how clean the actual caliper is as well. Rotors just recently installed with the nice coated center so it will not rust. The paint is absolutely soft as can be. We did our full paint correction service on it as well. High-speed compound polish and buff. Before that, it had a wet sand performed. I've sold probably 15 of these trucks over the last few years, and you don't ever see them with wheels this nice. The reason being is the spoke of the wheel. I don't want to say it sticks out from the tire, but it's a full face wheel. So these parts of the spokes, typically, if you're not a good parker, they will get curbed. As you see, drilled and slotted rear new rotors as well. All four matching, installed at the same time, Continental tires. Just phenomenal tires as well. But the gloss, the finish, all the trim all the way around, just beautiful. Pano roof rack is also perfect. This actually is not chrome. It's a brushed finish, which looks great, matches the running boards. The lighting on this too at night with all the LEDs is beautiful. Adjustable suspension. Rear passenger side wheel. Even the center caps are perfect. Lug nuts. If you guys are seeing that lug on each wheel, it is a locking lug, which is a good thing. Sometimes I get people saying, why is there a missing lug nut or a different lug nut? So gotta address that. Now, as nice as this truck is, and it is absolutely beautiful, it is not a brand new truck. It's a nearly 6-7 year old truck. We're shooting this in 4K. You see there's no damage, but you have to expect some very minor blemishes in some certain areas. Maybe it's some, tiny little rock chips or something like that. So we're not claiming this to be a out of the factory truck, but it is truly beautiful. If you haven't driven the 63, it is a blast to drive, very, very fast. Rear park assist, factory tow as well. Go ahead and pop the hood for you guys. Just check out the paint on this hood. That's just the rays coming in from the sun. Just look at the reflection of those trees, how clear the reflection is. And just beautiful, beautiful paint. We did not detail this engine bay. This is exactly how it came in. Big V8 twin turbo. I mean, these things stock fly, and if you want to have some fun and upgrade them, just even with a slight tune and a couple of breathers, exhaust downpipes. Same engine that's in the Brabus G63 squared that we have over there, and that one is modified and tuned, and it's that thing absolutely flies. Interior is impeccable. It's in beautiful condition. Dash has a beautiful contrast stitching. This particular GL has wood grain. A lot of aluminum trim throughout. Both keys, all the books, all the manuals. We'll do a drivability portion. Beautiful stitching throughout. Heated and ventilated seats. The seats in the AMG GL are beautiful. Very, very comfortable as well. All the buttons are in great condition. Inside of all the cup holders and center console, it's all very, very clean. It's beautiful condition all the way around. Floor mats are very clean. If you're seeing a variation, that's just the carpet, the way it was last touched. Rear seats are heated, full climate control back here. Carpets are perfect. So this 60/40 seat, you have full access. So these buttons right here are going to control the third row seat. You also have those controls on the other side as well, which is very nice. This guy right here, with releasing this, comes up for full access to the back. Obviously, with this being a 60-40 split, makes a little bit more sense to use the 40 side. And as you notice, that seat just started sliding back, so it knows what this seat is doing to give it more room. These seats can decline back as well, as you see there. Full pano roof, functions perfect. Alcantara headliner throughout. All the pillars coming down are finished in Alcantara, every single pillar. You have your vents back here. Once again, Alcantara there. Beautiful stitching. Just truly flawless rear cargo area. With those seats down, it's actually a ton of room in here. Massive. All the carpet is literally perfect. Full spare, all the tools, first aid kit. So you have your control buttons there. You have a set here, and you have a set on the passenger side. I'm not going to go through and give you another example, but right there, and this would be the seat, would make most amount of sense to pop up. And what's nice, if no one's in there, when this seat pops up, it actually slides that seat up automatically, which is nice. The condition of all this leather is perfect as well. Extremely well kept. I can tell you, there's no kids in this thing. Probably the most comfortable seat that I've been in. They're really remarkable. A lot of lumbar support. Very, very comfortable. So this thing is completely up to date in all the services, in addition to the tires and brakes that I touched on. All fluids, everything. The inside is just as clean as it gets. So from the factory, they have a nice little rumble to them, but if you're into performance or upgrades, you should YouTube this engine with exhaust. It sounds incredible. The G63 that we have has some downpipes and exhaust and everything, and it is one of the most aggressive sounding vehicles you'll hear. You can really hear the turbos as well, which is nice. I'm gonna throw my seatbelt on. That C that's in green, that's comfort mode driving, which is gonna be your everyday driving for most people. I have a tendency to like sports mode, a little bit more aggressive on the shifts and downshifts. And So everything in here is one touch with the windows up and down and all that. So my wife typically, anytime we get into GL, she's been in and out of these for years. And you can see on other videos of our GLs that we sell, I'm saying the same thing. So we get, anytime she's in an X5, we like to, I put her in any SUV that we have. We have kids, but nothing large. We used to have large SUVs, and some of the older kids are grown and out. So for the two younger ones, this size fits perfectly. And out of the GLs, the X's, which are usually an M series, and the Range Rovers, these are her personal overall favorite. She says they're the easiest to drive and functionality and everything else. The BMWs with the M drive and all the different components with working everything, she's not too crazy about. This particular, with all the hands-on actual buttons that you can hit for everything, you don't have to search through a lot of things. If you want your ventilated seat on, you just hit it. On some of the other ones, it takes a couple things to do, especially on the, she's driving a Range Rover. We just got this in, so she may be driving this, but for example, on the Range Rover, there's a couple buttons that you have to hit just to get to it. So these things are just so smooth. I could be doing this for the next 3 hours, and this is what you're going to see. Just to show you that everything functions as it should, I'll slow down. There's a car pretty close to me, so I won't slow down too much, just to do a pretty decent acceleration. Just to show you the transmission and engine can take full force and act as it should. And the steering on these things, they're incredible. Very responsive, effortless, just sort of steering back and forth. So in addition to the S mode, you have one more, which is going to be manual. You also have your different settings for your suspension mode, which you can definitely feel right away. Much firmer. Alright guys, if you guys have any questions, 855-955-3377. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is not our full advertisement. Make sure to go to our website, davisautosports.com. We only use YouTube to host our videos, so this is not going to be hard on the brakes. They feel phenomenal. No vibration, as they should, with the new rotors and pads and everything. Just make sure to go to our website, davisautosports.com. That's where we'll have all the service records listed for this thing. And like I said, at 37,000 miles on, what is it, a 15 model? Probably the lowest mileage GL63 that's out there. On top of that, just incredibly well serviced, clean as can be, and a absolutely turnkey truck. Yeah, that's when they sound good, when they have exhaust, when it hits that red line up there. And these things really open up, because we had one in not too long ago, a 63 that was tuned in exhaust, and it's a completely different animal. So very fun if you want to have some fun out of them. All right, guys, thanks for viewing. 855-955-3377. Thank you.